Everyone knows someone whose life has been ruined or lost due to drug addiction. In fact, one of my very dear friends just had to bury his son because of a drug addiction yesterday. The opioid epidemic in our country cannot be allowed to continue unchecked. According to the American Society of Addiction Medicine's website, opioids include heroin and any opium-based painkiller. This, of course, includes prescription pain relievers. Data that was gathered for a CNN report in 2015 determined that drug overdoses are the leading cause of accidental death in this country right now. That is more than accidental gun deaths and car accidents combined. Drug overdoses are the leading cause of accidental death. We as Americans cannot continue to do what we are doing and expect this tide to be stopped. We have to change our approach in order to reduce the number of deaths and the number of lives lost due to drug overdoses, especially opioid overdoses. We're going to have to take a multifaceted approach that includes law enforcement, healthcare, and rehab facilities working together. First of all, law enforcement need to amp up their efforts to reduce the amount of opium and heroin brought into our country. They are going to have to pay special attention to our borders and get tougher on the amount of drugs brought over into our country illegally. Secondly, they will have to have a better response to those people who manufacture or peddle drugs that are already here in our country. They should have much stiffer sanctions for those dealing and manufacturing drugs. Secondly, law enforcement and healthcare may just have to work together. We have all heard of doctors who write unnecessary prescriptions, or we've heard of doctors that prescribe way too many pain relievers after surgery. This, of course, promotes addiction. These doctors should be identified and be given very stiff penalties for writing these unnecessary prescriptions. My friend had surgery and was given a prescription for 120 hydrocodone pills following her surgery. That is not necessary. She only needed 3 to 5 days worth of pain relievers, but she was given 120. This must be stopped. Next, we need a better system of identifying those people who doctor shop or make unnecessary emergency room visits in order to get these pills. Possibly a universal computerized system that keeps up and flags these people who abuse those pills. Finally, maybe a better system of pharmacy in order to keep up with those people who are getting repeat prescriptions. Third, rehab facilities should be given better funding, better accessibility, they should be made more affordable, and they should be more well-known. We should increase the funding for nonprofit rehab facilities and also give better exposure to those programs that are already in place. Governor Nathan Deal has done a great job in the state of Georgia funding drug courts and giving them better exposure, both he and his son, Jason Deal. In conclusion, the opioid epidemic will continue to escalate as it has, unchecked, unless we change our approach. Efforts to stop the flood of deaths should include law enforcement, healthcare facilities, and rehab facilities working together to stop the rising tide of deaths. Let's do everything we can to make sure fewer American lives are ruined or lost due to opioid addiction. Thank you.